Hi! And welcome to Wrong Way. And today I'll show you my favorite pads, the Kinetic 2.0 by NyloNove. So let me tell you more about it. Wrong Way. So I've been using those Kinetic 2.0s for over 1.5 or even 2 months now. I was using them already pre-release because I'm pretty close with NyloNove and I have been so happy with them. In fact, I have them on my Sherman. I'm waiting for them for the V13 and yeah, it's just so good now. And there's also, of course, a coupon code for those. If you want to buy them, use the code wrongway for 5% off. I also do receive I also do receive a kickback from those orders, so you also support the channel by using those links. Cut to the good one. Now with a little bit of action out of the way, let me tell you a bit more about those pads because they are just, I really like them. Serge behind the camera doesn't like them so much. Do you like them so much, Serge?
No, this one I do like so much.
You like them so much?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, with the Kinetic 1.0 or just Kinetics before, I was really liking those pads a lot. If you check out my review, there's also a comparison between the Grizzlies and the Kinetics. But now so much stuff has been fixed and other stuff has been improved. So right away, the biggest issue I had with the original Kinetics was the connector pieces, and probably that's what you guys had as issues as well, because they would just pop out randomly. And now we have a totally secure system here, which is also still adjustable and in an ergonomic shape to your feet and legs. I really love about those new Kinetics is that finally I have no problem with bunny hopping somewhere. So now it's super easy to adjust this bottom pad if you have like higher shoes, lower shoes. I really just do this. And the great part is that you can also adjust it this way. So you can really tailor it towards your liking. And this bottom pad is also now bigger. You can have it in different sizes. I'll show you the configurator at the end of the video. So this bigger jump pad with a bigger surface area here, and this is actually something I was telling NyloNove about, is now a lot better for jumps. It's really all that I need for jumps. So if you actually want to disconnect those pads, you need some sort of sharp tool to get them out. And I can just use, can I use my key? Let's see. It's better to do with an actual like screwdriver or something else. And then this is also sort of like bendy. So nothing in the pad is like hard, it will hurt you, which is a great thing. And then you just click it in place. By the way, if you want to, you can also check out like a promo video about those pads, and Serge and I were actually shooting that video with Pavel. So yeah, we've put a lot of effort into it, so if you want to check it out, check it out. It's a lot of the function of those pads are shown there. So the pads also became wider, and there's, as said, different configurations of them. This is the biggest possible without the bite system, because I do like how flush this works against your feet. And I don't have the bite system on the NyloNove anyways, because the pedals hold in place, so there's not really such a big need for them. Anyways, the pads are super wide. As you can see, the S22 is a giga chunk, and the brake pads became a lot bigger too. So really the surface area, not only being super flush and ergonomic, those gaps are like super tiny, is also just very comfortable and big. Like, it's just so comfortable to ride on those pads. And of course you get all of the kinetic functionality as well. So you can just easily adjust the pads to your liking, not only in this angle and this angle, but also like to move it slightly forwards and back. And this is like a big function I really like in those. So I usually like to have them pretty flat, not angled, because otherwise my shin would hurt. And then those gaps are still pretty small, and it just works so well. Additionally, in the back we also have lighting, which you can turn on here. I don't have it in this model, and frankly I think it's more of a gadget than a useful thing. I have those lights on my veteran Sherman Max, but I didn't charge them even once. Probably I should every once in a while, but they're not as bright as a usual taillight. And there's different intensities if you use different colors of pads. So for example, my pink ones shine a bit brighter than those, and I think the brightest ones are the yellow ones, which Serge has. So there isn't really so much more to say about those pads. I've been just riding in those and enjoying them a lot. I've been enjoying them a lot. I think that whilst before there was reasons not to get kinetic pads, I guess the connectors were really the biggest issue, and having a too small bottom pad, now I can highly recommend them for any sort of wheel. There is many size variants now, so if you have a smaller wheel like a V12, you can have shorter pads. You can have also like a small version with just this sort of pad without the connector in the back. You have a really small wheel. And for all of the performance wheels, be it off-road, be it street use, just get the biggest ones like I have here, because this just works so well. I mean, jump pad is there, soft. Well, I need to just put this on and it holds better. Boom. Strong, strong front pads and very wide surface area, and while still being comfortable. Good connectors, good brake pads, wide pads. I mean, really, I have no complaints here. Would you complain about something, Serge? They're not even expensive. I mean, they're expensive because all pads are expensive, right? Really, nothing to complain about here. You can choose your colors, you can configure them all that you like. If you have a wheel and you want to use its full potential, full performance, especially if it's a heavier wheel, if you're a heavier rider, or if you're a lighter rider too with a heavy wheel. This. Oh, one more cool thing is they are like holding on tight to the shell, but if you really crash hard, like even harder than this, then it will move, which is great because otherwise you can, I don't know, break your leg. So I do like that. They hold strong, but they don't hold too strong to make you hurt. And yeah, they can still separate if it's like extreme, which is, I guess, good for your safety. Like I wouldn't want to be like locked in if I crash hard, because then something else would give in, my body. With that said, enjoyable, and if you're still here, leave a like on the video, subscribe to see more content like this, and see you soon. Oh, again.
Let's go. Almost.